Hello again. Let's start. Let's continue our online lessons. That we have the first conditional and the second conditional sentences. In the first part of the lesson, we already talked about the first conditional sentences. Now it's time to talk about the second type of conditional sentences. Great. This grammar, by the way, is for intermediate level. If you are intermediate level, okay, it's no problem for you. But if you are like pre-intermediate levels or elementary level students, also you can watch and you can learn it. But the lesson is for intermediate level students. Okay, let's start. Let's start with the second conditional type. Like why we use these conditional sentences in our daily basis. Okay, we use these type of sentences if we are talking about like something unreal. Okay, as you see, we have two parts. Like if part we have, we call it like condition, and we have a main clause. So condition part, like if clause, we use past simple. Okay, be careful. We use a past simple, not present simple. Okay, we use the past simple, past tense, only past tense. For example, had, bought, did. Okay, and the second part, like the main clause. In the main clause, we use would plus a verb. I will show you some examples, like here, as you see, if plus past simple and subject plus would plus base form. Okay. For example, if I were you, I would tell her like were is a past form of be, like to be. M is are for present simple, but for second condition we should use a past form. Okay, if I were you, I would tell her. So if condition, as I told you, we use past simple here, like in if side. If I had the time and result, okay, I would learn Italian. So this one, like it's impossible because I don't have the time. Okay, so I'm not going to learn Italian. If I had the time, I would learn German language. Or if I had the time, I would go to different countries. Okay, so if we are talking about something impossible, like unreal situations, like it's a hypothetical situation. Okay, something is not real. It's not real. Okay, keep in your mind, it's not real. The second one, if I won the lottery, okay, I think I won't. If I won the lottery, I would travel around the world. Yes, because I would have lots of money and I would travel around the world. Okay, there's this very small chance of winning the lottery, so the trip is unlikely. I think you understand it. Yes, we use the second type of conditional sentences for imaginary or hypothetical situations. Good, Hassan, thank you. Thanks so much. Yeah, something is unreal, something is imaginary, something is hypothetical. Like as you tell, hypothetical situations, we use the second conditional sentences. Like here we have, if I won $1 million, okay, if I won $1 million, I would buy a new car, okay? Or if I were you, I would quit smoking, okay? And the next one, if I were the president, That's nice. If I were the president, I would lower taxes. Would you do that if you were president? I think you wouldn't. You wouldn't lower the taxes. They would stay longer if they had more time. And the next two sentences, if I won $1 million, I could stop working. Like staying at home, watching movies, traveling, or doing something interesting. Yes, if you won $1 million. And the last one, if I had more free time, I could travel around the world. Like past simple and would or could, we can use in the main clause. If I had more free time, I could travel around the world. Okay. All right. And I will ask you to make some new sentences for second conditional, okay? For example, if I had a chance to change the world, what would I do? If I had a chance to change the world, okay. The question is, what would you do? What would you do if you had a chance to change the world? Yes. If I had a chance to change the world, or if you had, okay, if you had a chance to change the world, what would you do? What would you change? Like, let's change it. Change. Okay, what would you change? I would stop the coronavirus. Good. Thank you. Thanks so much, Nevin. I would stop the coronavirus. That's really good answer. Nevin, it's really great. And the next answers, next sentences, like what would you change if you had a chance to change or to stop something in the world? I would earn so much money and I would travel. Yes. I would give them to poor people. Maybe Atam. Okay. All right, thank you. And next sentence I will write. Okay. Next sentence. What would you do if you had $1 billion? If you won a lottery, okay? If you won a lottery. Okay, what would you do if you won a lottery? What would you do if you won a lottery? Okay. Smile says I would change present. That's good. I would protect the animals. Thank you, Drew. Yes. What would you do if you won a lottery? Can you tell me, can you make the sentences for the second conditional, please? Okay. I would eat all my money. Not I would eat. Instead of eat, we should use spend. I would spend all my money. I would travel all around the world. Thank you, Gamze. I would get a plastic surgery. Yeah, this is a woman job. I think it's a joke. I would get a plastic surgery, okay. And Kader says, I would build a wonderful library. That's awesome. That's awesome. Thank you, Kader. If I won, not win, if I won a lottery honor, I would buy airplane. Airplane? Maybe. Why not? Yeah, like if you won a lottery, why not? You can buy. I would buy Rolls Royce. Great. I would buy an expensive. Nazlı, please be careful with the articles, not a. We should use an. I would buy an expensive car. I would buy a Ferrari. Bilge says Bilge loves Ferrari, I think. Alina says, if I won a lottery, I would buy a one-way ticket and I would back to Turkey. Okay. Mary says, if I had won a lottery. Not I had won, because we should use just past simple, not past perfect. Okay, Mary. If I won a lottery, I would learn all languages. It's a plural. I would travel some countries. That's good. I would, Nevin says, I would do shopping. Yes, Nevin, why not? You can do that. All right. And the last sentence, I'll write, and I will ask you to make, like, to be careful with these sentences. For example, if you, for example, let's make some new sentences related to coronavirus. If you wash your hands, okay, if you wash your hands, blah, blah, blah. Or if someone got infected, so if you wash your hands, and the next sentence, if someone got infected. We have two sentences here, the first one and the second one. The first one, as you say, it is related to the first conditional sentences. The second one is about the second conditional sentences. Can you complete the sentences with your own ideas? If you wash your hands. So what should we write here firstly? If you wash your hands, okay. Can you help me in that situation? Like the topic is about the coronavirus, we should make some sentences. If you wash your hands, you would protect. You not would, Atta, because this one is the first conditional. If I wash my hands, I won't get sick. Yes, Mary. Thank you so much. I will write your sentence. Okay, I won't get sick. Thanks so much. And the second one is about if someone got infected. If someone is ill or was ill, actually, you wouldn't get coronavirus if you wash your hands, you will not get infected. You won't get infected by coronavirus. Okay, Al Pacino, just we shouldn't use be. You won't get infected. You will protect yourself from the coronavirus. Okay, if someone get infected, you could maintain, okay, social distance, okay, okay, all right, and let's continue with some examples, actually exercises we should do here for second conditional. I think everybody can see clearly. Yes, great. If he listened more carefully, and so if he listened more carefully, he, the past simple, and would and wouldn't. Yes, wouldn't make so many mistakes. If he listened more carefully, he wouldn't make so many mistakes. That's correct. Great. Wouldn't. Not Ismail Akkaya, not won't make, because this sentence is the second conditional type. Okay, that's why we should use would, not will not. Okay, wouldn't make so many mistakes. Okay, do you think we would speak better if we so here, as you see, this one is a main clause, we would speak. Okay, and if clause, what should we use? Past simple. So go in the past simple is about what? Is about, yeah, we should change it to went. If we went to England, do you think we would speak better? Yeah, if you went to, like, if we went to England, do you think we would speak better? Okay, the next one, if you explained your problem to the manager. This one is really interesting, and I will look through all the comments, and which one is correct I will tell you. Okay, I am waiting for your answers to this sentence. Could be able, would be able, could be able. We don't use could be able. Kader, Elif, Onur, Alena, Al Pacino, Burcu not was able to, would be able to help you. Yes, would be able to. Great. Alright, he would be able to help you. And the next one, perhaps, blah blah blah, we should use something here and take a different view if you spoke to him yourself. As you see, we have if side and the past simple. So the main clause we should use, this one is a positive, we should use what? We should use would. Perhaps he would take a different view. Okay, he would take a different view if you spoke to him yourself. Would take. Great, Elif. Onur is also correct. Great. Okay, next one. I'm sure he would take the job on if they. That one is interesting. If they what? Okay. If they agreed. Yes, if they agreed to pay him a bit more. Yes, we should use a past simple form of agree. Okay, agreed. Just we add the. Okay, thank you. Thanks so much for your answers. Merve, Onur, Alpatina. You are awesome. Everything is great. Okay, next one. If the house equipped with a solar panel, we would have cheap energy. We would have cheap energy if the house, so equip, it's a verb, so we should use the past form of equip. Equip it. And we should use what? Equip it. Yeah, past simple. Great. Yes. Great. And the last one. The last one, I won't tell you the correct answer. Just I will be waiting for your answers here. I will be waiting for your answers. If he blah 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 in your shoes, that's really great sentence, and it has a different meaning. Actually, it's a kind of idiomatic sentence. He would have the courage to tell. Yes, if he was. Yes, it's correct. Yes, if he was in your shoes, he would have the courage to tell. Great. All right, and let's continue with this part, and we should choose the correct letters for this sentences from 1 to 8. Okay, we should actually match the sentences, match the numbers to the letters. If I were taller, yeah, short short ones tell these kind of sentences. If I were taller, so which answer is correct? Yes, it's F. I wouldn't have to wear high-heeled shoes. Yeah, if I were taller, I wouldn't have to wear high-heeled shoes. Number one is F. Great. And number two, I would buy a new computer. I would buy a new computer. Okay. Which one? Number two. Yeah, thank you. Thanks so much for your answers. Gamze Nur, Alena, Elif, Duru, Al Pacino, Merve. Great. All the answers are correct. Number two is G. Thank you. I would buy a new computer if I had enough money. Great. And number three, how would you feel if... yeah, how would you feel? How would you feel if blah blah blah? Gül says it is B. Ismail says it is B. Okay, let's wait for others. Nildem also says Nalan. Atta says B. Burcun B. Al Pacino says B. Yeah, the correct answer is B. How would you feel if you lost your job? Yes, of course I would feel. How would I feel? I can imagine. Actually, it's not a big problem. If you could visit any country in the world, if you could visit any country in the world, which one? Age. Yes, age is a correct answer. Where would you go? If you could visit any country in the world, where would you go? How can we answer this question? How can we answer to this question? If you could visit any country in the world, where would you go? I would go to, for example, where? Canada, maybe the USA, maybe the UK. Right. I would go to Spain. Okay. And what about the others? Where would you go if you could visit any country in the world? They are writing. Yeah, Al Pacino says I would go to Switzerland. I would go to the USA. Shemshat says I would go to China. Don't go to China during the coronavirus, please. Be careful. Stay at home. I would go to not German. I would go to Germany. Okay, Germany is a language. Germany is a country. Denmark, England, Canada, Belgium. Yes, thank you. Thanks so much for your answers. And let's continue with number 5. He would be really upset. If blah blah blah. He would be really upset. Number 5 is number 5. Which answer is correct? Can you tell me? Number 5. He would be really upset. Number 5. Yes, the correct answer is E, not C. He would be really upset if he knew about the theft. Yes. Number 6. I would marry him tomorrow. I would marry him. I would marry him tomorrow. So number 6. Wow, the guys, they are writing all the answers. Let's do that one by one. He would be really upset. We did it. I would marry him tomorrow. If, yes, number 6 is A. If I thought he really loved me. Great. And number 7, yes, Bilge, Nevin, Burçin, Nazlı, Nalan, Gamze Nur, Nuran. Yeah, correct. Your answers are correct. I would forgive you. I would forgive you. Which one should we choose? I would forgive you. For number 7, if you apologized. Yes, number 7 is C. Great. Thank you, Onur. Thank you, Metin, Al Pacino. And the last one, if I didn't feel so ill. Number 8 is number 8. If I didn't feel so ill. If I didn't feel so ill, I would come to the party with you. Yes, great. Okay, and the last part, we will do this exercise and then we will try to make new sentences and we will try to use them while we are speaking about real and unreal situations, like I mean the first conditional and the second conditional sentences. Okay, and before starting to do this part, I'm gonna tell you about like something is really important nowadays. Like I wanna ask you, when you go out and when you come back, you should wash your hands frequently, okay? Like you can ask me why, because like washing your hands with soap and water or using alcohol-based hand rub kills viruses that may be on your hands. For example, when you get on the metro bus or when you get on any bus, minibus, any transportation, if you use, be careful. Like when you come back, when you come home, you should wash your hands frequently. Don't forget them, please. And the next one is about maintain social distancing. What is it? Like at least you should maintain 1 meter distance between yourself and anyone who is like coughing or sneezing. If you see someone is sneezing, please be careful. Stay away from that person. Like at least you should maintain at least 1 meter. Okay, you can ask me why, because when someone coughs or sneezes, they spray small liquid droplets from their nose or mouth, which may contain virus. If you are too close, you can breathe in the droplets, including the COVID-19 virus. If the person coughing, most probably he or she, doesn't matter, has the disease. Okay. And the last important key, I wanna like mention, I wanna tell you, like hands touch many surfaces and pick up the viruses. Okay. In this case, please avoid touching eyes, nose, and mouth. Like once contaminated, hands can transfer the virus to your eyes, nose, or mouth. From there, the virus can enter your body and make you sick. Yes, stay home. Stay home. Gamze says, be happy. Stay home and save lots of lives. Okay, please. If there's not any important thing to go out, like if there's no need to go out, please stay at home and do like everything at home. Okay, like work from home, practice English, learn English, and Justenglish at the moment tries to do like do its best for its students. You know, our team, our fantastic team, tries to do the best for the students at the moment, and we have the online classes for intermediate level at the moment, and we have other online lessons as well. For example, we have German classes, we have Spanish lessons, we have the lessons for juniors, and we have the other levels for English. For example, we have the pre-intermediate, upper intermediate levels. Okay. All right. Yes, stay at home and try to do your best to improve yourself. Okay, let's continue with the last part here. Okay. The last part is about the making a sentence, and after finishing this, we will do something like we will make new sentences. Let's start. If he started early, he would finish in time. Yes, it's true. Gamzener, it's correct. Number 2, if you worked, yes, we should use a past simple here. If you worked harder, you would do well on the test. Yes, great. And the next one, number 3. If I were you, okay, if I were you, I would accept that offer. Great. Yes, Elif also says, you worked, you would do it. Correct. If I were you, I would accept that offer. What about the number 4? If she, if she what? If she, if she knew who he was, she would or wouldn't. Yes, she wouldn't love him. Great. If she knew who he was, she wouldn't love him. And the number 5, the last one. If I were you, I'm waiting for your answers. I wouldn't do it. Yes, number 5. I wouldn't do it. Yes, if I were you, I wouldn't do it. Great. Okay, and okay, let's have a general review what we have learned so far. First conditional and the second conditional sentences. Okay. Let's make new sentences, and I will ask you some questions related to the first conditional and the second conditional sentences. As you see, something like exists at the moment, it is first conditional. If someone existed, or if we are talking about unreal situation, we use the second conditional sentences. Okay. So let's make new sentences. We have lost 10 minutes to finish today's lesson about the first and second. So let's make new sentences related to this grammar. For example, I will buy, for example, a house in CA. It means California. I will buy a house in California if I will buy a house in California if what? So how can we complete this sentence? If if blah blah blah. and you should comment. You should write a comment here, and I will write them on the screen. I will buy a house in California if firstly, what kind of sentence it is? I will buy a house in California if I have enough money, if I am rich. Yes. If you want money, Ismail Akkaya, be careful with the grammar because one is a past simple, but this sentence is about first conditional. Okay, if it's about the first conditional, so what should we use here? We should use a future simple, like future simple and the present simple. If side, we should use present simple. If I have enough money. Great. If I have enough money, I will buy a house. By the way, this one, okay, I didn't use any comma here, but if comes, for example, if I have much time, so here, as you see, I use comma. But if comes after the main clause, we don't need to use any comma, okay, before if. But if comes at the beginning of the sentence, we should use comma. If I have much time, so how can we complete this sentence? If I have much time, I will have breakfast. Yes, but what time is it at the moment? Well, it's too late, I think, for breakfast. I will travel. I will do my homework. Not homeworks. Homework is non-countable noun. Please be careful. I will attend German activity. I will learn more English. I will watch Justenglish videos on the YouTube channel. Yes, I will watch Justenglish videos. Okay, and this one's about the first conditionals. The next sentence is if I were you. Nice. If I were you. This one is about the second conditional sentence. Like it's about the unreal situation. If I were you. Like what you can ask me why we use if I were you. Like if I were you, it means giving advice to someone. If I were you, I would do something, blah blah blah. Like if I were you, and I'm gonna ask you to complete this sentence. If I were you, what would you do, or what would I do? If I were you, I will go to shopping. I will go shopping. No, this one is about the second conditional. Okay. Duru says I will go to play tennis. Thank you, Duru. Yes, if I have much time, I love playing tennis. Okay. I would want to be me too. If I were you, I would create a YouTube channel, Adam. Why not? I wouldn't go there by bus. Yes. I would stay home. Yes. And next answers. If I were you, I would take advantage of the situation, of the current situation. Like during the coronavirus, it's really good It's really good time to learn something new. And the last one, the last sentence I will write, and you should complete it. If you have something in your mind, you can tell me, and I can write here, and everybody can see, and everybody can help us to complete the sentence. Like, let me ask you, what would you do? What would you do if you had magical hands? Okay. Yes, what would you do? Sorry, yeah. What would you do if you had magical hands? So what would you do? For example, can you tell me? I'm waiting for your answers. I would stop the coronavirus if you had magical hands. How would you do that? Is it possible to do that? I would stop the coronavirus. Okay. And what else? Okay, Al Pacino says he says that he would, or like in the past we should use, he said that he would stop coronavirus. Okay. All right. And yes, any question to me related to first conditional and the second conditional sentences? Did you understand all the grammar, all the grammatical rules? If you have any questions related to this grammar, you can ask me. Please don't hesitate. Ask me and I will explain them in more detail. So if you don't have any question, like after a few minutes, after a few minutes we will stop the online lessons, and then we will continue with the other levels and the other parts of online lessons. So please, actually, like, firstly, I want to thank you all. I want to say thanks to all, like everyone who participated in like online classes, online lessons that we had. And please don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel, like Justenglish, and you can learn new things from our YouTube channel. And like every day we will have online lessons. It's a really great chance for everyone to learn. Maybe you may know the grammar, maybe you are intermediate level or you are upper intermediate level student, okay? Maybe you have already learned this grammar, okay? But you can repeat it again. You can repeat, you can review what you have learned so far. Thank you. Thanks so much for your attention and for your attention.